Clarity changes everything. What's one thing you keep saying you're going to change, but keep starting over? Hi, I'm Coach B, tapping in. If being inconsistent paid, a lot of people would be rich because people don't usually stop once. They stop, restart, stop again, and then wonder why they feel stuck. Have you ever stopped because motivation faded, progress felt slow, it was taking too long, the results to happen, life got uncomfortable, it got busy, you got thrown off track, or just didn't feel emotionally connected anymore? Put a one in the chat or in the comments if you can identify or relate to this. A lot of people assume inconsistency means laziness, lack of discipline, lack of commitment, but sometimes it's emotional restarting. A lot of people start things with strong energy. Oh, I got this. I'm ready. I'm excited. A new routine, a new mindset, a new commitment. And in the beginning, everything feels possible. I got this. But eventually, but eventually, the excitement fades. Progress slows down. Life interrupts the plan. Discomfort shows up. And that's usually when the pattern begins. Because many people don't know how to stay connected once the emotions change. So, so instead of adjusting, they disconnect. And once they disconnect emotionally, starting over feels easier than continuing. Most people think inconsistency is only behavioral, but inconsistency usually starts emotionally first. The moment things stop feeling exciting, progress feels repetitive, results take longer than expected, people begin to question themselves. And instead of continuing imperfectly, they stop completely. Progress is always better than perfection. Then later, the restart. Then later they restart again with new motivation. But motivation was never the real issue. Some people might say motivation to get you in the door, but it won't keep you there because motivation naturally changes. Sometimes you feel like you want to do it, sometimes you feel like you don't want to do it. Consistency is what happens after the emotional change. So sometimes you feel like doing it, sometimes you don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not. And that creates the consistency. Every time you restart, you reset momentum, you reset trust with yourself, you reset progress. And after a while, the problem becomes bigger than the habit. Now you start doubting yourself, your follow through, your discipline, your ability to change. I don't know if I could do it. I always start stuff, but I never finish it. Have so many started projects or programs, but none of them are completed. Not because you're incapable, but because the cycle keeps repeating. Here's a coaching thought: the goal isn't perfection, the goal is learning how to continue when motivation changes, when progress feels slow, when life gets uncomfortable, when the excitement fades. Because real consistency isn't emotional, it's intentional. Again, whether you feel like it or not, this is what I intend to do today. And I'm going to do it irrespective of how I feel, irrespective of how I think. I'm going to still do what I intended to do. And sometimes growth looks less like starting over strong and more like finally refusing to quit every time things feel difficult. A lot of times we're doing better than what we feel. We're doing better than what we think. We're doing better than what it looks like on the surface. If being inconsistent paid, whew, a lot of people would be rich. But inconsistency has a cost. It delays progress, breaks trust with yourself, and keeps resetting momentum. The shift begins when you stop waiting to feel ready and learn how to continue anyway. If today's message spoke to you, stay connected. Remember this: clarity changes everything. Like, subscribe, and share this with a leader ready to own what's next. I'm Coach B, the CEO, co creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. Clarity, counterbalance, and freedom. This is how you own what's next. I'll see you next week.